Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video. And yesterday we had, well, quite a bit of the rant video. The mini set launched and there was just, I don't know how many bugs. By the way, there's been even more bugs discovered since I recorded that video. Nothing game breaking, but even more bugs. And yes, Blizzard responded to the pressure, to everything going on, and has put out a hotfix. It's live now. If you log into Hearthstone, things should be a lot more playable. We'll go over everything that's been fixed, what hasn't been fixed, what's on their radar, and also a hint at Dragon Colossal legendaries, maybe? We'll talk about it. And just so you know that the hotfix is working, that I will finally be streaming my legend climbs in Standard and Wild. We've been doing like the Book of Heroes and all sorts of everything else to avoid the bugs. So if you want to hop over to twitch.tv/Zeddy, I will be streaming later today at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be having some fun, and maybe we might even play some Marvel Snap. I've been playing a lot of that lately. We might play that after we play some Hearthstone. So anyways, the patch. The hotfix, what has it addressed? Well, 23.4, known issues. This was the thread that started like a day ago. This is what we got going on. All of these things from this one patch. However, we have this update that went live. We are currently in the process of deploying hotfix patch 23.4.1 that will include the following updates. It fixes the bugs with bioluminescence and Snapdragon not working as written. So I'll try and put the cards on the screen. They are working now. You don't get +2 spell damage with bioluminescence anymore, and Snapdragon no longer buffs every battlecry card, whether it's a minion or not. So no buffed hero cards, no buffed weapons. So that's great, good, it's changed. Thank you, Hearthstone. We can at least play a ladder without people exploiting bugs and all of that. If you actually look at HS replay win rates, Shaman was the top after the mini set came out, because of this bug. That's how good it was, and we'll have to see how things adjust. That's why I'm not doing, typically I do best deck list video. I think it's kind of irresponsible to put out a best deck list video when first off, the game is bugged and we don't even know how the new cards have acted. So hopefully I can get you guys that tomorrow with some new cards to play, but I'll keep you tuned on that. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have the best standard and wild decks for you guys to try, at least early on. But you'll also note this note. Adds colossal minions into the random pool for certain cards that can be generated options from a pool such as Elise, Star Seekers, Golden Monkey. And if you take a look at the official tweet from Play Hearthstone, it mentions Lady Prester, and it's like, well, Lady Prester can only generate dragons. We don't have a dragon colossal minion, and I believe Gallon commented on this in another thread. He works on the design team, that it's an update to one of our tools we use across a decently large set of cards. So some cards are updated with this fix, even if they don't generate them. Should have no impact on how the affected cards play, except for ones that could generate colossals like the monkey. That comes from Elise. It can create random legendaries. I guess it couldn't create colossals. Probably nobody knows because the card's basically unplayable unless you're really memeing, so you're probably Raffle or like Clark or Dane, Regis, whoever. So yeah, they put in like the patchwork or the legwork so that if they were to add in a Dragon Colossal at some point, well, it'll generate it. So it's kind of future-proofing. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get more, but maybe they have planned for the last mini set of the year, because the last mini set will borrow mechanics from the expansions throughout the entire year. Maybe they have a Dragon Colossal planned for the very last mini set. That's the theory I'm going to go with. So speculate all you want. Maybe it's absolutely nothing, but I'm going to say Dragon mini set coming in like next January. We'll see that. So we'll have to wait and see on that. They also fixed the bug in Mercenaries where story task Whispers of the Old Gods Task 4 had completion criteria that didn't match its text. So minor issue, but good to have that changed. And they fixed a bug causing favorite card back selections to not display. I mentioned that one yesterday. So the favorite card back should go back to working. Again, it's cosmetic, but I mean, we have all these card backs. A lot of us have spent money on it. We'd like to barely show it off on that tiny tiny little corner where we can only really see our card, like you can only see your opponent's card back, especially when discovering cards. It's always been something like, some way I wish I could show my card back off a bit more, but good changes. But you'll note there is a long list of stuff that is still not working, so we'll go over it just so you guys are knowing what's still going on, what is still bugged, in case some of this is bothering you, and at least you know the team's aware of it. And again, you can go onto these forums. I will link this bug report. There are places to submit bug reports here in this in the bug report forum. So if you want to try and let them know if there's other stuff you are aware of. So yeah, they have the following issues. Reno Jackson, treasure, equipment, and mercenaries will occasionally fail to cast anything. The team is working on it. So yeah, if you're playing mercs, that weapon won't, or equipment won't even work. Opening certain wild only packs will cause a crash on Android devices. This is expected to be resolved in the next patch. So basically, if you're opening wild packs, they recommend using a phone. And don't you all have phones? Diablo Immortal just came out. You all have phones, right? They've already resolved a bunch of these. There was Tyrael not showing up in the shop. There was something wrong with the portraits, another mercenary task, but there are still these 4 that they have listed here. So the team is aware of a visual bug with Bane Bloodhoof's equipment in mercenaries, stating it will heal for 20, but it'll actually heal for the correct amount based on the ability and equipment level. Minor thing, but you'd like to know what it's doing. The team is aware of a bug with Lord Barov and Diablo. To avoid the issue, Lord Barov will be temporarily disabled while Diablo is back in Battlegrounds. So basically, if you've been looking to play Lord Barov in Battlegrounds, well, he'll come back next week after Diablo leaves. The team is aware that Shatter Shambler, I'll try and show the card again, is not working as intended. It'll be fixed in an upcoming update. Again, I mentioned this will proc Death Rattle weapons. It's a similar issue to these to the Snapdragon card, where they just didn't code it to only recognize specific things, Death Rattle minions, and well, that card might be problematic. We might be talking about Death Rattle Rogue soon. That deck is really unfun to face. And the team is also aware of a small number of accounts using Playful Sprites error message when trying to log in. This will be fixed in the next available update. I've seen this issue a lot. This is one I get tagged on all the time on Twitter, where people just can't log in, and I've linked it to devs that I know, and they've all the same response. We're not really sure. Like, it's just a weird issue. They recommend either reinstalling, trying it on Android, start trying it on other devices, all sorts of stuff, and some people just can't get in. I think XBlize basically got locked out of his EU account with this error, and it's a really garbage one, one that I can't imagine is really acceptable to players and all of that. And again, it's just a bug they say they're going to fix, so hopefully they'll fix it. So you can see that at least the game-breaking bugs have been fixed, but there's still a lot of problems, and we still have problems in the game, like Brand, hero power, and Duels crashing the game. You still have the Nelly thing crash the game. There's all sorts of problems that still exist, but at least to hit the game-breaking ones, I'm not going to lay off on them needing to improve this process, but at least they're getting faster at fixing it, quicker, I suppose. But I can only imagine the work that these guys are putting themselves through to get this all out. And it's like, so much of this could be avoided if they can catch this stuff ahead of time. And I know they're trying their damnedest. I just wish they would have some more help or some kind of better system or something to help them, because they're an awesome team and it's an awesome game, and we just want it to run as well as it can, you know, and I know they want that too. We're all fighting the same battle, you know, devs, streamers, players, we all want the same thing. We just want the game to be awesome and playable, and it's kind of the way we're trying to work together to get there. It can be conflicting, and there can be confrontations, and there can be misunderstandings, but at the end of the day, we all love Hearthstone. We all want it to be good, and these bugs just make it hard to love Hearthstone sometimes. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.